Hello everyone and welcome to Bitcoin Daily with Investing Angles. Today we will discuss the candlesticks, some technical analysis and the perspectives of Elliott Waves, the long-term chart and the short-term one, with a forecast for the next week. As usual, we start with candles. So today's candle, if you watched yesterday weekly, I identified there are two levels, 43495 and 42615. And I said that if we have a red candle that closes today below 42615, this would be bearish. And this forecast stands. The candle closed below, and we have a formation that is called falling tree methods, and this is usually a bearish formation, and it means that we should expect Bitcoin to continue down. However, based on certain indicators, I cannot say that this formation is very, very bearish. So it's bearish, but barely. And we would like to see tomorrow. So most likely, Bitcoin will go down. But yeah, we need to see how far. So far, the trend is bearish, and you can see that the candle closed strongly below the 8-day exponential moving average, and well, the expectation that it would go further down. So far, the other trends are, if you remember, the weekly and the monthly trends are bearish, and well, the expectation is that even though we might be forming a bottom, because we are seeing some the divergence on MACD, but it's not enough at this point. We need to monitor further. All right, so this was the daily chart, and let's move on to the monthly one. This is the monthly beauty that I shared earlier today with the whole gang, and what we can see here that the monthly MACD is about to cross its signal line. This event is fairly rare, and I mean, especially the magnitude of this event, if you look at this. So the previous one happened in 2018, and after that, yeah, this one, the cross, and then the histogram crossed into below zero, and after that, it took Bitcoin 7 months to start growing again. In this case, we have a similar event that the MACD is crossing its signal line, and well, probably in February we should see the histogram turning negative as well. Well, the expectation, if we just to think from the perspective of fractals, this should be somewhat similar, perhaps 7 months. But I'd like to remind you that this is the wave of a different magnitude, and whatever took 7 months 3 years ago might take double than that. Well, if we go by Fibonacci 1, then 2, it can easily double the expectation. So instead of 7 months, we might see 14 months this time. And if we take the decline of this 7 months decline, which was 50%, 50% decline, if we go the same ratio here, it will bring our price towards 21K, something like this. And this is not the only point that I have. If we look at our long-term chart that has been serving us well for for almost a year, I would say. And if we look at the wave, if we look at the very first, the wave one and two, wave two in particular, it it was fairly long, and uh, we can see that it retraced 84%. 84% in 2018, and the wave itself took how many weeks? Like 53 weeks, like almost a year. Well, in our case, where we are right now, uh, from the bottom, okay, so from the top, we are only 10 weeks. Well, 10 weeks. We have a lot of room to go down, possibly, if Bitcoin decides to move down. And speaking about these percentages, so if we have a similar, if we have something similar, like 84% of the top, it would bring us to about 11K. Well, this number perhaps is kind of scary, but anyway, this is it is what it is. This is statistics. This is what we had before, and this is something that we might expect this time. Well, I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking that this wave, this is the wave C of wave four, and it would end in this rectangle area, and then it will go higher to complete the structure. However, this the wave that is developing right now, it is perfectly fits into the blue count, and we might see something like this. For the most typical waves for wave two are zigzags, so we might see something like this, for example, and then it goes down. This would be a typical zigzag for the wave two. But again, and the zigzags are the most difficult patterns because they have 5 waves up and down, and they're very difficult to 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 forecast until they are almost done. Anyway, this is the long-term perspective. At this point, we don't know whether it's going to be a green or the blue wave. Let's move to the shorter wave. So this is the last wave, as I mentioned earlier. Uh, it looks like it is developing a triangle for the wave four of the last wave down, and today's move was pretty much fitting into a leading diagonal. If it is, then we have wave one complete, and we are waiting probably for a couple of days until wave two completes. The main factor that it should stay within this bigger channel that I'm going to show you right now. So this is the last wave of our decline, and this is how it looks. So we have a very well defined channel by several points, and they are aligned just perfectly. So it would be really normal to consider this is the channel that Bitcoin will take further down. All right, so if we see the bounce in the wave two, then we should probably see a decline towards our targets that are from 37 to 35K, and we have two measurements by flag and by triangle, which are the most typical ones. Again, so this wave can develop as a straight motive wave, or it can develop as an ending diagonal for wave five. That's how we see it, and we are waiting for tomorrow to give us another candle so that we can project, so that we can forecast further. All right, and to summarize, so the short-term odds are bearish, albeit barely. If there is a strong red candle tomorrow, Bitcoin will be going much lower, and this would be aligning with our Elliott Waves projections and long time projections. Possible targets remain the same, 35 to 37K. Timing, probably 1 to 2 weeks, something like this. And remember, the long-term odds are very bearish, and we need at least a bullish signal on at least a weekly basis to start thinking long. All right. Well, that is all. Please remember to share your like and subscribe for the channel. Good luck and have a wonderful and profitable week. Thank you for watching.